National Coffee with a Cop Day brings men and women in uniform together with their communities to connect over a cup of coffee. It provides an opportunity for open conversation and improves communication. It also breaks down barriers and creates a valuable bridge to relationships in our communities. So we've got our trusty CHP officer here with us, Justin Foraker, to chat about some commonly asked questions we've seen and maybe some events you guys have on the way. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Always love having you here. So what are some questions you've been asked quite a few times? I mean, when you've had any of these events, and how can we kind of tackle them?
So Coffee with a Cop is an amazing event in the community. And we kind of go all over the place, right? So there's not just one coffee shop we go to. We like to try and get it, as many places as we can. And what's interesting about the questions that are asked, it's not so much do they ask the same questions, but typically with a coffee shop, it's the people that go there are from that community. Yeah. So they live there, their kids go to school there, they work there, something like that. So they have a vested interest in the community. So a lot of times they're asking us about traffic. They're asking us about speed control in the neighborhoods. They're asking us about how to get crosswalks put in place if it's near a school. So a lot of times it's not so much a specific question as it is, how can we make it a safer place to be, right? So that tends to be the biggest topic that we get into.
Absolutely, and I mean, I love the idea of having you guys there. You're just hanging out, nothing to be scared about. It really, how does it break those barriers between, you guys being an officer and the community?
So, there is a climate right now where sometimes there is a little bit of a gap between the community and law enforcement. And these types of events really allow us an opportunity to go out there and allow people to ask questions in any capacity, right? I've been to a couple of these where some of the interactions didn't start out super great, right? But that's okay. If someone is fired up about something, if somebody is a little upset about something, that's fine. Yeah. Ask me the questions, walk me through it, and typically by the end of it, it's a pretty good interaction. We both learned a little something about each other. We learned a little something about the situation that they may have found themselves in, and it just really helps to build a little bit more trust between the community and law enforcement in general.
Absolutely. Well, what are some of the best things you've seen come from this type of event?
So. One of the first ones that I did when I got the position that I'm in now, I had a woman come up to me and just ask if she could give me a hug. And I said, absolutely. So she gave me a big hug, and she told me a story about how she interacted with the CHP, and at the time it had felt like it didn't feel like a great interaction. And in the long run, it actually ended up being one of the best things that ever happened to her. And it allowed her to figure out that she needed to go down a different path, and she's completely changed the way she lives her life with her and her kids and all that. So for me, that was by far the most amazing experience I'd had at one of these. And it obviously wasn't expecting that, right? Yeah. You don't know. You're just going to go and show up to help the community and answer some questions. And to have that interaction was something I'll always remember.
I can only imagine. I mean, that's huge. Well, do you guys have any community events coming up or anything that people can go to? I know you guys have been doing some stuff at the Big Fresno Fair and all that.
And Coffee with a Cop, we actually just had one with Starbucks on Clovis and Herndon last week, and we don't have any on the books as of yet. But if people keep looking out at social media, CHP Central Division, or any Fresno PD, Clovis PD, the Sheriff's Office, we all kind of do them together. So just keep a lookout on social media, and as soon as we have one booked, we'll put it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to go to this. It sounds amazing. Is there a certain question that you tend to get asked more so than others for some of these?
Absolutely. The classic question that we get answered all the time is, what is really speeding, right? We always get that question. Like, how fast can I go over the speed limit before I get stopped, right? And I'm like, well, technically, the letter of the law's 1 mile an hour over, you're speeding, right?
Okay.
So that's always a question that we get all the time. And that's always the way I answer it, So letter of the law, if you're going over the speed limit, technically, you're speeding.
I was going to say, there's a number on a sign for a reason. Exactly. You just stick with it and stay safe.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I mean, Coffee with a Cop sounds amazing. Cheers to that and everything you guys are doing.
Absolutely.